Wonderful people of the internet, my name is Caroline Kihugu. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, welcome, and if you've not already subscribed, kindly hit that subscription button. As somebody who likes controlling everything happening in life, I will tell you it's a recipe for disappointments and heartbreaks. I like planning ahead. I like having my life under control, and most of the time I find myself writing things. I don't know how many diaries I do have of the things I want to accomplish, of the things I want to do in life, what I want to do with my money, and most of the time I find myself getting disappointed because most of the time I also expect the same from other people without realizing that I can only control how I feel about myself, but I can never control how everybody else feels about me. And with time, something I've come to learn is to let life go, to let life flow. You know, most of the time, yes, I like planning and it's a good thing, planning, but then after planning, I've learned that I don't need to keep controlling everything. I don't need to keep everything. I don't have to keep everything under control. Sometimes I have to go with the flow, and especially concerning where other people are involved, because I can never control how they feel about me. So one thing I'm trying my best to do is to stop being in control all the time and to let life be. And at 26, being at a point where my blood pressure has been up simply because I've been worrying, I've done things that I cannot. Okay, I've been worrying about things I cannot control, yet I really want them to fit in my plan. That has been really hectic for me, and I am trying my best to stop being in control and to let life flow. If there is something priceless I've learned about stop being in control is I cannot control everything happening in life. I cannot control expectations of others. I cannot control how others do their things, how they think and the like. So I'm learning to be in the moment. I'm learning to be in the present and not in the future, and not wasting too much time on what happened in the past. So it's a good feeling learning to let what I cannot change go, and what I can, I actually do it. I do change. So living in the moment and appreciating the moment is one of the things I think I'm so much appreciative of, to keep learning how to be in the moment, because even now I feel hurt most of the time that I entrusted so much onto people and they have let me down. I feel like I've let so many people down, and most of the time I'm so hard on myself because it's something I cannot control, something I will not control, something I cannot change. It's already in the past. Maybe I would control it and maybe I will do something different, but it's already in the past and I cannot change the past. So unless I live in the moment and appreciate the moment, there is no way I will live a peaceful life. So if you give more gratitude in what is happening in the present, you are more likely to live a peaceful life. So if you keep controlling everything, you will always be bothered about how anything is done, why something happens in life. So living in the moment gives you peace. It gives you contentment. And if you learn to live in the present, most of the time you find that even your productivity and how you relate with other people improves, because you don't necessarily need to keep changing people. You don't have to keep changing their thoughts. You don't have to keep changing or keep explaining why you're doing some things. But then when you live in the moment, you appreciate the moment, you keep track of what is happening in the moment, you are more likely to appreciate it than always thinking I should have done something different in the past. maybe the future will be better if I do this and this, and you do not have control of the future. You do not even know if you'll be present in the future. So it is something I'm really working on. I'm really struggling on not controlling the future, and most of the time I feel like for example, right now I'm in school and I did ICT, and most of the things I do are business related. So like the other day we were talking with a friend and he asked, why are you doing ICT? Well, all you do or talk about is business. And I was like, okay, I like the ICT, but I like business more. But then one thing I believe in, if I start something, I will have to finish it, because I'm not a quitter. I do not quit so easily, and I know I would like to know much about programming. I would like to be a programmer, and although that's not why I started, because when I entered an ICT class, which is long overdue, I did it because I had a friend, and with a friend we had discussed to start a Facebook page where we will talk about things happening. And then I remember I was very addicted to watching porn. So, and he had the same struggle, and we thought maybe if we started a page where we will talk about our struggles concerning porn, alcoholism, because he was too deep into alcohol. I never knew about alcohol at that time, so I was still in high school, and I thought I need an ICT to operate a Facebook account. By then I didn't know much about Facebook. Forgive me for my ignorance by then, or my naivety. But then now I've come to love ICT. I've come to love programming. Although sometimes it's not always agreeing with me, but I've come to love programming, and I feel that is one reason I should not quit. And two, because I'm not a quitter. And anybody who knows me, I am one person who is not easily influenced, and unless it's something that comes from my mom, then that is so hurting. And please, for you who are always telling on my mom, why am I posting things about my life? I'm actually not posting a lot about my life. Like, what would you tell that you know me so much through my YouTube videos? Like, you don't know where I live, you do not know what I do. I've only showed you a little piece of my life and what I want to show you. So please stop always complaining to my mom. If you have a problem with me posting, kindly comment direct to me, because my mom is the only person who makes me feel like I am doing something wrong. And like, I remember the last time she told me, I'm telling people about my life, and I remember deleting 2 posts, and I now regret for deleting them. But then I was in such a bad mood that, where would you go complain to her about my life? It really doesn't make sense. If you have a problem with me, come tell me directly. That makes more sense, and then we would have a conversation. So if you stop controlling life, you live happier, you live peaceful, and you will avoid most of these diseases, blood pressures and the rest. And why don't you comment below and let me know how did you know that you always controlling life, or what is happening? And if you've already stopped, how did you overcome that? And if you're in the process, how are you coping? How are you dealing with it? How are you going about it? Till next time, bye.